On May 29, 1453, a momentous event shook the world. The fall of Constantinople was not just a military conquest, but a pivotal moment that altered the course of history forever. Constantinople, the majestic capital of the Byzantine Empire, fell to the Ottoman Turks. This city, renowned for its grandeur and strategic importance, had stood as a bastion of Christian Europe for centuries. After a relentless siege that lasted for weeks, Sultan Mehmed II claimed the city for Islam, marking the end of an era. The siege was marked by intense battles, innovative military tactics, and the use of massive cannons that breached the city's formidable walls. This event, forever etched in history as the fall of Constantinople, signified the demise of the Roman Empire, a dominion spanning over 2 millennia. The fall represented not just the end of a city, but the collapse of a civilization that had influenced the world profoundly. The fall sent shockwaves throughout Europe. It was a wake-up call for the Christian kingdoms, highlighting the rising power of the Ottoman Empire and the need for new strategies and alliances. It marked a turning point in history, shifting the balance of power and ushering in a new age. The Renaissance, the age of exploration, and the eventual rise of the modern world were all influenced by this monumental event. The capture of this strategically vital city, a crossroads of East and West, had profound consequences for both the victors and the vanquished. It opened new trade routes, altered political landscapes, and set the stage for future conflicts and cultural exchanges. Founded in 330 AD by Emperor Constantine the Great, Constantinople stood as a beacon of civilization for over 1,000 years. Known as the Second Rome, it inherited the legacy of the Roman Empire, preserving its culture, knowledge, and traditions. Strategically positioned on the Bosporus Strait, Constantinople controlled the trade routes between Europe and Asia. This strategic location made it a coveted prize for empires throughout history. Its formidable walls, built and reinforced over centuries, had withstood numerous sieges, earning Constantinople a reputation as an impregnable city. However, by the 15th century, the once mighty Byzantine Empire was a shadow of its former self. While the Byzantine Empire waned, a new power arose in the east, the Ottoman Empire. Under a succession of ambitious sultans, the Ottomans expanded their territory, steadily encroaching upon Byzantine lands. By the mid-15th century, the Ottomans had Constantinople surrounded, poised to deliver the final blow. At the helm of the Ottoman Empire was Sultan Mehmed II, a young and ambitious ruler determined to capture Constantinople. Known as Mehmed the Conqueror, he was determined to make the city the jewel of his empire. Mehmed assembled a vast army equipped with the latest military technology, including a weapon that would change the course of warfare, the cannon. Constantinople's defences were legendary. The city boasted a triple line of walls, considered the most formidable in the known world. These walls, stretching for miles, had withstood countless sieges over the centuries. Manned by Byzantine soldiers and aided by foreign volunteers, Constantinople prepared for the Ottoman onslaught. Despite their impressive defences, the Byzantines faced a daunting task. The Ottoman army, numbering over 100,000 strong, dwarfed the defenders. Yet the Byzantines, led by Emperor Constantine XI, were determined to fight for their faith, their city, and their empire. The stage was set for one of history's most epic sieges. Section 5, the siege begins. Mehmed II's ambitious campaign. On April 2, 1453, the siege of Constantinople began. Mehmed II's forces unleashed a relentless bombardment upon the city walls, utilizing massive cannons, some capable of firing stone balls weighing over 1,000 pounds. The deafening roar of these cannons shook the city to its core, striking fear into the hearts of its defenders. The defenders, though outnumbered, fought bravely, repelling Ottoman attacks and repairing the damaged walls. They employed innovative tactics, such as using Greek fire, a highly flammable liquid, to destroy Ottoman ships attempting to breach the city's defences from the Golden Horn. Section 6. Defiance and despair Life inside the besieged city. Life inside Constantinople during the siege was a harrowing experience. The constant bombardment, dwindling supplies and mounting casualties took a heavy toll on the city's inhabitants. Yet the Byzantines, led by their emperor and inspired by their faith, refused to surrender. Religious processions filled the streets, prayers echoed through the Grand Hagia Sophia, and hope, though fading, remained. Emperor Constantine II, a courageous and determined leader, rallied his troops and citizens, vowing to fight to the death. However, the situation grew increasingly desperate as the siege dragged on. Section 7. The Final Assault. Constantinople breached. On May 22, 1453, Mehmed II launched his final assault. The Ottoman army, bolstered by fresh troops, attacked the weakened walls with unrelenting fury. After a fierce battle, a breach occurred near the St. Romanus Gate. Ottoman soldiers poured through the gap, overwhelming the exhausted defenders. Emperor Constantine XI, refusing to abandon his city, led the final defense, dying amidst the chaos. The fall of Constantinople was swift and brutal. Ottoman soldiers surged through the city, pillaging, looting, and taking captives. The once great capital of the Byzantine Empire lay in ruins. Section 8. A new era, the Ottoman Empire's triumph. The capture of Constantinople marked a monumental turning point in history. This event was not just a military victory, but a significant shift in the balance of power. It signaled the end of the Byzantine Empire, which had stood for over 1,000 years, and heralded the rise of the Ottoman Empire as a dominant force in the world. Mehmed II, fulfilling his long-held ambition, entered the fallen city in triumph. His entry was not just a personal victory, but a symbol of a new era. He rode his horse to the Hagia Sophia, one of the most magnificent churches of the time, and converted it into a mosque. This act was a powerful symbol of Ottoman dominion and religious transformation. Constantinople, renamed Istanbul, became the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. This renaming was more than a change of name. It was a declaration of a new beginning. With its strategic location and vast resources, the city flourished under Ottoman rule. It quickly became a bustling center of trade, culture and learning, attracting scholars, merchants and artists from all over the world. The fall of Constantinople had profound and far-reaching consequences, not only for the Ottomans, but for Europe as well. It marked the end of the medieval era and the beginning of a new age, influencing trade routes, cultural exchanges, and the geopolitical landscape of the time. Section 9. The Fall's Long Shadow, a catalyst for change. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 sent shockwaves throughout Europe. It marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and fueled the Renaissance, as Byzantine scholars fled westward, seeking refuge in Italy and other parts of Europe, carrying with them ancient texts and invaluable knowledge that had been meticulously preserved in Constantinople for centuries. This influx of classical learning and wisdom contributed significantly to a resurgence of art, literature, and scientific inquiry in Europe, sparking a cultural and intellectual revival. The fall also had profound economic consequences, as the Ottomans now controlled the crucial trade routes between Europe and Asia, which had been vital for commerce. This disruption in trade forced European powers to seek alternative routes to the east, leading to the dawn of the Age of Exploration. Explorers and navigators set out on ambitious voyages, searching for new sea routes to Asia. These explorations would eventually lead to the monumental discovery of the New World, forever changing the course of history. Section 10. Echoes of History. Remembering Constantinople's fall. The fall of Constantinople stands as a stark reminder of the ebb and flow of empires. empires. It teaches us that even the mightiest of civilizations are not immune to decline. The event continues to resonate through history, shaping our understanding of the past and influencing the geopolitical landscape of the present. As we look back on this pivotal moment in history, we're reminded of the importance of cultural exchange, the consequences of conflict, and the enduring legacy of the Byzantine Empire. The Fall of Constantinople, a tragic yet transformative event, serves as a timeless reminder of the ever-changing course of human history.